Hey everyone, once been here with the battle report. So this is the third game of this informal tournament. I've been calling it a tournament. It really wasn't. It was kind of a tourney format just with a bunch of guys getting together. Anyway, this is game three. I'm probably at the bottom table here. I have a loss and a draw up to this point. I'm playing another Bretonnian player who has had 2 losses so far. So but his list is great. He brought the Fey Enchantress with a unit of unicorns, which I thought was fantastic. So if you look at the top right, he's got a trebuchet with some knights errant in front, big horde of men-at-arms with a level 2, I'm sure, beast, possibly life, I don't know. And she's got the prayer icon. Then the unpainted unit in the middle, he really just bought it and put it together, but it's unicorns with the Fey Enchantress. A knight bust behind him. He's got his BSB, and I think he might even have a second paladin in there. The other paladin has heroic killing blow, which my preference is never to put that on a paladin because I think the lord level you need to be able to kit him out so that you have a better chance of getting hits and rolling 6s. But anyway, that's what he's doing. And then at the top left, he's got a trebuchet, another unit of knights errant, and some peg knights. I've got the same list I've been using. Basically, those 2 knight buses are Knights of the Realm. The one on the left has a paladin with a 1-up, and a paladin. I'm sorry, the one on the left has. The front left is a paladin with a 1-up, as is the front right. And then the level 4 Lore of Beasts is in their second rank. And then the Knight of the Realm unit on the right has my BSB on the top right, a 2-up paladin, and then my general with the usual build, heroic killing blow, heartwood lance, Tressa Sould, all that kind of stuff. The giant model is a giant chaos spine beast. Men-at-arms on the right, they have a level 2 with the prayer icon, and I have another paladin with a 2-up on the very far right. So, same list I've been using the last couple games. There's a close-up of his stuff. There's that. Oh yes, and I have Harpies from the Storm of Magic too. That's a special rule for this thing. So, one benefit of the Fey Enchantress is that you don't have to give up first turn. So, I did if I wanted the blessing, so he automatically went first, and he did that. There's the left. And really nothing of significance happens. We go to the bottom of turn 1. I move up. So, yeah, kind of a lot of weird things happening. On the far right, I've got my Paladin and my Harpies and my Men-at-Arms, as you can see. So his Knights Errant are probably going to charge the Harpies or the Paladin, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind getting the... I think the Paladin can do okay just because Knights Errant suck. Yeah, so I don't mind the Men-at-Arms tying up his Men-at-Arms, and I'd love to get a Knight Bus into his Fey Enchantress unit. He says that those unicorns actually end up being pretty good in combat, but I don't believe him. Now we have the challenge is he's got this other Knight Bus, which both of us it's his dance off. Like neither one of us can afford to get charged. So anyway, it looks like that. There on the right, and we go to top of turn 2 again. My trebuchets just don't do anything. Magic doesn't do anything. Top of turn 2 is Knights Errant charge my Paladin. I'm kind of curious how that'll work out. Peg Knights charge the Bowman on the left. I don't love it, but there's really not a whole lot I can do. And I don't need my Trebs that much this game. I mean, they don't do a ton to Knights. I mean, they can help out. They can really hurt Men-at-Arms, but I don't care, to be honest. So, there's that. And there's that. And after combat, yeah, the Peg Knights make very short work of the archers, run them down. It just doesn't affect anything. And over here, yeah, his guys just whiff. So he's got 5 attacks sitting on 4, so he should have hit 2.5 times. Strength 5, toughness 4, so he should have done a wound or 2. And then I'm saving on a 4-up, 5-up. And he just did no wounds. I did none to him. He won by a charge, and I stuck. So, bottom of turn 2. Men-at-Arms charge in on the top right to lend some combat res. I should beat them pretty easily. Harpies tried to charge the trebuchet and failed. Take a Knight Bus and my Giant Chaos Spine Beast into his Men-at-Arms. Not worried about winning there. I really don't think he's going to be steadfast. What I need to do is to overrun by enough that I get out of his line of sight. And one thing that's going to help me is you flee center to center, and so it's going to be kind of toward his table edge because he'll flee from my Knight Bus because it has the most ranks. and that'll help get out of the line of sight of his knight unit. I'm not too worried about unicorns charging me in the flank. Again, I must be underestimating him. I'm just not worried about it. Otherwise, I keep my other knight bus back because I don't want to get charged. And here's some other angles. Yep, there's that. So we go to the magic phase, and there's just really not a whole lot I need. But I throw 2 dice at Wissen's Wild Form on the knight bus just in case they get countercharged. I need something to help them out. So I get that, and in the process, I dimensionally cascade. I lose my level 4. I lose every knight in the unit except for the standard bearer and the champion. That sucks. It happens to everyone. But oh my gosh, that sucks. I did not need that spell. I threw 2 dice at it. But 1 out of every 36 times that's going to happen. Well, you miscast anyway. Darn it. So after combat, yeah, so the men-at-arms just reform. The paladin runs down his unit of knights errant. The knight bus and the giant cast spine beast make short work of the men-at-arms. They run them down, and they get out of line of sight of everything except that the unicorns can charge the giant chaos spine beast, and I'm just not worried about it. Bring it. Let's see what happens there. So top of turn 3, he brings it. He is not worried one bit, taking his unicorns into giant chaos spine beast. Knights errant on the left charge into the flank of what used to be my knight bus, and I moved 2 paladins over. I went ahead and moved them now because I just felt like it. Peg Knights charge a trebuchet. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how that's going to be, but you know, Knights Errant couldn't beat 1 paladin. Now he has to beat 2 paladins with a standard, so he might. Who knows? There's that. So I've taken, I think, only 1 wound. I'm just really curious about this. Now, the reason he's facing this, he's actually facing the opposite way, my giant guy, but the that chimney thing he's holding was interfering with stuff. Let's see. I think he dropped a rock on the head of these men-at-arms, and I lost a bunch. And then after combat, yeah, he does 3 wounds to my giant chaos spine beast. I underestimated unicorns. They did okay. I did no wounds to him. I had 7 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 2s. I think he had a 5 ward save. Nothing. Nada. Yeah, so the Fey Enchantress, even if I did some wounds, she's got Lore of Life, and she's at +1 to cast, and now she's at +5 to cast, and I don't have a level 4. So it's going to be tough. Even if I killed some things, she can just regrow them. And Knights Errant, I did 2 wounds. I had 2 paladins, of course, at strength 4, but that was enough to do 2 wounds to him. We all stick around. He did 1 wound to a paladin. I reform, and I'm going to win that eventually. And Peg Knights take care of 1 trebuchet, are lined up to take care of the other one. We go to bottom of turn 3. Not a whole lot to do. And then my men-at-arms up. I would love for them to take the charge from that knight bus. He'll win. I'll be steadfast. I think I'll be okay. I rally the giant chaos spine beast, and I move up the paladin. I don't remember what I was thinking with that paladin. If he charges me, there's really no reason to think I'm going to hold. I think I just didn't want him double charging the men-at-arms, but in hindsight, I don't know why I would care about that. I probably should have parked him near the men-at-arms so that they would at least have a decent leadership, or at least 1 pip better. They're at a 7 right now. They would have had an 8 if he was closer. Anyway, after combat, it looks like that. So the paladin, small unit down here, beat his Knights Errant. I chose not to pursue them and decided instead to turn around and face the Peg Knights. And over here, yeah, those are just that going on. The Harpies took care of his trebuchets. We go to top of turn 4. Knights go into the men-at-arms. The Fae and her unicorns go into the paladin. The Pegasus Knights go into the trebuchet. Yeah, I mean, they're just great War Machine hunters. Yeah, this one, I mean, I'm going to lose my level 2, which isn't wonderful. Really, the only thing that really matters here is, can I stick? He's going to win. I'm going to be steadfast. We almost should just skip all the rolling and go to the leadership test. And when all's said and done, he ends up killing the paladin. I don't know if he killed him outright or broken overran and just both of us rolled low. I'm assuming that's what happened because he didn't reform. And yeah, the knights won, and I didn't have enough leadership and ran. So not ideal. We go to bottom of turn 4. My Night Bus goes in the flank of the Fey Enchantress. I like that. The Giant Chaos Spine Beast goes in their front. I'm thinking certainly I can win this, and that's just a ton of points. Ton of points. My Paladin, what I'm calling my Paladin unit at the bottom, charges his Pegasus Knights. And his 2 Knights Errant rallied, by the way. So there's that. I think I have a good chance there. There's this. I think I have a really good chance there. And I do. So, yeah, we break them, we run them down. That's just a lot of points. And the my Pally unit breaks the Peg Knights. I just reform because I know they're probably going to run off the board, and they do. Go to top turn 5. His last 2 remaining Knights Errant charge the Giant Chaos Spine Beast. I love that. But he's down to 1 wound, so they just need to sneak one through, and he can kill that guy. He turns around his Night Bus. And after combat, he couldn't do a wound. He came really close. He did a wound, and then I regened it. He's got 1 guy left as champion. I only did 1 wound to him, and we stick it out. Bottom turn 5. I take a Paladin out of the unit of Knights and park him in front of the Night Bus because I can't have him charging my Knights. That's it. If I get the charge on him, it's not wonderful, but he's got 2 Paladins. I've got a Paladin BSB and a Lord. But yeah, I've got the other unit of Pallies coming up to help out as well at the bottom. Harpies charge the Trebuchet at the top. Should make short work of that, and they do. And over here, it got dicey again. He snuck another wound through, and I regen saved it again, but I couldn't do a wound. I've got 6 attacks now, hitting on 4s. I have ASF, so I'm hitting on 4s rerollable, wounding on 2s, and he's saving on a 5-up, 5-up. I think I should be able to kill him, but I just can't do it. So we go to the top of turn 6. There's really not a whole lot of options for him, so he goes ahead and charges the Paladin. And easily breaks from combat, but he could only sneak 1 wound through. He has all those Knight attacks. I think I issued a challenge, and he didn't want to use the ward save, so he didn't have all those attacks. I was in with this heroic killing blow Paladin, I'm pretty sure. He did 1 wound to me, broke me from combat, but couldn't run me down, and they're just set up there for a flank charge. So, yeah, let's flank charge. So we bring the Giant Chaos Spine Beast that he finally killed on top of 6. He finally killed the last Knight Errant, reformed, and he joins the fray. So he's sitting on 1 wound. My opponent's going to bring back one of his Paladins, touching him to see if he can punk that last wound off of him. I've got a Lord and a Paladin in the flank. I've got 2 Paladins in the rear, plus all the Knights, plus the Spine Beast. My other Paladin rallied, and after combat it looks like that. So I think I kill a Paladin. Obviously I kill a bunch of Knights, but at the end of the day, he snuck the one wound through on the Giant Chaos Spine Beast, so got him. At the end of the day, though, he stuck. I was kind of surprised by that. But yeah, there you go. He's lost everything on the table except for, I think he has he has 2 Paladins. He's got a Spellcaster. I even forgot he had this one. Must be a level 1 and a unit. I've got a bunch of stuff left, so it was a win for me. I got all the scenario objectives, whatever they were, and it just didn't matter. Like I said from the beginning, this was just a really informative. It started off with, hey, let's get a few guys together on a Saturday and play some games, and enough people said yes that we said, hey, we'll run it like a tournament, and it was just a lot of fun. Saw some different lists, and it was nice just to have kind of a relaxing day of throwing some dice around. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hey everyone, Once Bitten here. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As you know, YouTube has several functions you can use to interact with videos such as this. You can like the video, you can leave a comment, you can favorite the video. I want you to know that I appreciate it when you do things like that. It feels much more interactive than simply me talking to a screen. So if you're willing to do so, please like, comment, and favorite the videos. Subscribe to the channel if you want, and you certainly are welcome to share this video on your blog or other websites if you are so inclined. Again, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.